One thing I gotta remember is that a lot of these guys who are looking so impressive has never fought a guy like me before. Everyone looks impressive before they fight me. I've always had a very strong conviction that I could be the greatest ever, and sure enough, it's just years of belief and hard work. Overnight, I taught myself that I could be great and change myself forever. I'm forever grateful. I'm never going back. And I taught myself how to believe in myself and how to think that I was greater than just this kid that was a dropout who, never really had great grades, never really was the starter, never was the captain of a team. I was just always kind of this average person. I feel like things that happen in life are all necessary. A lot of things are necessary. Obviously, I've made mistakes, but mistakes teach you what you don't want to be, what you don't want to do, what you don't want to be a part of. I'm really proud of myself. I feel like I've made a lot of good decisions, and I've made a lot of good changes in my life. I have a lot of things that's happened in my life that I regret, but they've shaped me into the guy that I am today, and I'm really proud of the person that I am today. Man, my kids really look up to me a lot. They really admire me. I've provided for them. I've been a really great father, and my family's happy. And to go through that level of depression and sadness, and then risk coming back to work and risk it all possibly happening to you again, it's like, it takes balls. It takes a lot of balls. But I'm here for it. I'm here for the challenge. It takes a lot of balls to do what I'm doing. To step back out there, to put yourself back out there, after you just had something extremely devastating happen to you. To get accused of doing steroids when you know that you didn't do it, and to have everything crashed in front of your eyes. I've had a lot of things go on throughout my life, a lot of good and a lot of bad, and I've never talked about any of it to anybody on a professional level. And it was good. I used to think psychiatrists and counselors were for the weak, and I realized that it's for everybody. I also realized that depression is for everybody. Being a guy who's a undefeated, multimillionaire, I think I'm a good-looking guy. Right? I thought that I could never be the type of person that was severely sad and depressed. I feel like that's God's grace too. He blesses me to have a sound mind. And so I can't ask for it and then be confused when my mind is sound and at peace with what I'm doing. Visualize a lot, I meditate a lot. I just know, I ask myself in times of trouble, it's like, John, do you want to make your situation worse or do you want to make it better? And I like to make things better when I'm in shitty situations. It's more satisfying to fight somebody at where they're strong and to beat them at what they're good at. It's way more satisfying. But if things were to somehow get hairy, then instinctually I know where I'm safest. I think that's one of the most important things, is just using your adrenaline, because you're a lot stronger when you're pumped with adrenaline, but not letting it give you a dump. Keeping it at a calm, cool, consistent level. I think, one of my favorite quotes is, and I've been saying it for years, there's nothing wrong with having butterflies as long as you can get them to fly in formation. So my butterflies are fully intact. But I feel like I've gotten to a maturity and an age where I'm very comfortable with combat, and I know how to keep my emotions in check. I am a person who experiences constantly. So I'm excited to just show my ability to think fast out there. I have no reason to doubt myself, in any body type. I think the mind is what really makes us different. If you stick me on a guy who's ranked 15th in the world, then you're going to see me do some nasty things to him. I fight guys who's the #1 contender every time. So I'm not like most people. I don't get impressed by new people. I wait till them to really show me their real stripes. I just have to not be like most of the fans and get overly impressed with new people. I want to see you guys beat up top 5 guys and dominate them. And then I'll start to maybe believe your hype. If I plan on fighting, in December, and then maybe 3 times next year, a lot of these guys who may need time, their time's running out. And the more I fight, the sharper I'll get. One of my goals is to fight at such a high pace, because the more I fight, the sharper I get. And I'm forcing these guys to fight me very soon. Statistically, historically, I've done
better on my rematches than I did the first time. So there's a plan, and I'll get it.
Yeah.
I'll get it done. I'm meeting them as babies at my absolute sharpest in my life, at my absolute prime. And another thing I learned about myself is beat a guy as a baby. The rematch is not going to be any better for you. I'm going to their castle. Yeah, for sure. I don't look at myself as a person who's defending a title. I'm out here getting title offenses. I'm over here trying to take over the whole world. I don't get overly impressed by these guys until I see them take on the killers of the division. Where most people get entertained by new blood, I see all the holes and all the things they need to work on. And I also see the lack of competition they face. Just me going out there, happy, praising God for allowing me to be in this position that I'm in. Having me be born with a gift. Going out there happy, praising God, soaking up the energy of the fans, with full confidence that I'm going to do what I was born with.
I'm going to have to just go back to the gym, go back with my coaches. If you guys can't tell, I'm really big on my family, my family and my coaches, and we are a unit. I'm a product of these guys. So I need to talk to the team and see what we're gonna do. I've been doing a lot of boxing. I've been working on my hands extensively, my defense and my offense, and I wanted to open up that category in my game when I felt comfortable doing it, and I felt like towards the later rounds I really got a beat on Anthony and what he was capable of. When you throw punches, you're a little bit more vulnerable to get hit back, where with kicks, you're pretty much at a safe distance. And when I felt less vulnerable, I opened up the hands. I figure if I'm gonna make the gamble, you might as well go extremely big. All right, go big or go home. At the end of the day, it's about impressing the fans and being entertaining. And I have a lot of pride in being that. I think all these younger fighters should get their opportunity at a world title. And I'm not going to really talk ahead too much. I'm going to get with my coaches, and we're a close, tight-knit family. And this career is not mine; it's all of ours. And we're going to talk about who we want to fight next, what we want to do next, and just play it like that. I made a mistake. It was an honest mistake. I'm sure because it's me, fans are going to be like, "This dude fucking cheated. He's such a cheater." Poking people in the eyes, and now he's kneeing people in the head. I just gotta learn to, take it and keep on ticking. I'm not gonna blame, the rules or whatnot. I just need to be better. I need to be a professional and know where I'm fighting. If I'm in Nevada, I guess the difference from here to here is it can change a career. It could change what your record is. The confidence that I had as a 23-year-old facing Shogun Rua has only grown. I believe in myself tremendously, and no one said my job was meant to be easy, but I felt like I'll always make a way to make it happen. I'm excited about the future of the light heavyweight division. I really feel like God anointed me to be a fighter, and I'm going to have to take on every comer. I kind of learned how to fight on YouTube, and so I would watch things on YouTube and I would do it. So we just call it like a look, see, do. I look at it, I would see it, and I would do it. I'm a guy who tries to go 80% at all times just so that I can be in it for the long haul. I believe guys who swing with a 100% power, you just pay when you miss. So I like to be, you know, I'm always preserving a little energy in everything I do. Sometimes you got to do things for the bigger picture, and that was just secure the win. I feel like the first 4 rounds is what the fans really wanted to see, and the 5th round was really just for me and my family, you know, just to secure the belt. This belt here is supposed to be covered in red rubies already, and I got a new challenge, and that's to get this thing covered in red rubies, and that means I'm gonna have to beat a lot of ass, and I am up for the challenge. I try to introduce myself to everyone. I feel like giving guys mean mugs and all this type of stuff is showing them too much respect. At the end of the day, I feel like this is my time, this is my era, and I was meant to be here and be a great champion. I know the best thing I can do in the moment is just try to relax, stay calm, focus on what I can't control, and that's breathing, staying positive in the mind, and letting it happen. Maybe I let myself down in the endurance. So what I will do is work a lot harder for my next fight, and that's all I can do.
Hey, you know what? Without God, I am absolutely nothing. All glory be to God. Man, with that being said, man, this is great. This is a great feeling.